Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming back to my channel, watching my videos. My name is Seema and welcome to Garden a Little. I'm so glad that you're here. There's a lot of new faces here, so I just want to introduce myself to you guys. I am a full-time college student that lives out in the country, and just recently my husband built me this garden and I absolutely love it, and I'm here to encourage you to go garden a little. So without further ado, let's dive into our weekly garden tours. First, I want to make a little update that my big tomato bed here and my pepper bed over here, I'm actually going to share my garden space with my mother-in-law. So my garden beds over there are going to be much more utilized and my mother-in-law will be able to enjoy gardening as well. So no harm in sharing, right? If you have watched my previous video, you know that I cleaned out my big tomato bed and the cherry tomato bed, and I buried the tomatoes and I put some shavings on top of here. And I heard some people saying not to do that, not to bury the tomatoes, but I put a generous amount of wood shavings on here so the tomatoes have no chance of growing through the soil. So I feel pretty good about it, and I think next season this bed will be very much so ready to be planted. My peppers, on the other hand, are just pumping out peppers, and I am so excited. Buena mulatas are for the win. I don't think I'm gonna grow the small lunchable peppers just because I didn't really enjoy eating them. There was a lot of seeds, not a lot of meat, but buena mulatas are definitely for the win. Jalapenos are really good. I don't think I'm gonna need specific type like pumpkin spice jalapeno, although that was really cool to see. I want to grow more spicy peppers, maybe cayenne peppers. If you have any good recommendations, please put them in the comments below. Otherwise, let's keep going with the tour. As you saw here, my peppers are still loaded. My purple jalapeno peppers are more productive than ever. I think even more than in the summer itself, so that's really strange. But look, my zucchini plant is actually growing. It has a flower on there, and I think I might get one zucchini or so, maybe baby one, before the frost comes. Over here is my trellis. So I didn't waste this space just because I didn't have any climbing summer things. So I planted peas, and look, they really took off. A little less prolific on this side of the trellis, but however, I still have some peas on this side, so I'm not wasting the space either. Then I also actually planted radishes in this bed, and sadly my radishes are not doing too great this season. I'm not sure what's going on, but my zinnias are still flowering, as you can see. Very pretty, very beautiful. I actually moved my purple basil from my big tomato bed over there to over here because I still want to have it. And my peppers in this bed are also cranking out. It's unbelievable, guys. And in my okra bed, now my cauliflower bed, my cauliflowers have sprouted and I am so excited. This is my first fall garden bed and I'm so excited that the seeds actually sprouted. Step number 1 and it's complete. Now obviously these seeds are sowed a little bit way too crowded, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer to thin them because I don't want to rip out some weak seedling, but then it ends up being the strongest one of them all. So I'm gonna give them a few more weeks and then thin them out. Hopefully I can get some kind of harvest by the end of this growing season. That would be neat. And moving on to my corner bed here, I have some nice Swiss chard and beets growing. My zinnias are doing pretty well still. My catnip is thriving. I cut down the sunflowers just because they were already dying. My carrots over here, very sparse, but I'm giving them a go. I think this is one of the beds that I can utilize a lot better next year. I'm thinking maybe corn, maybe something fun like that. But definitely this bed is not being utilized to its full potential. So that is definitely one of the beds that will be utilized a lot more because I'm giving up 2 of my beds to my mother-in-law. Moving on to my green bed here. My lettuce, guys, have been popping. It is so cool to see, and I've been eating it and it's so tender, so juicy. Let me show you. This is another bed that I kind of want to organize a little bit better. I want definitely to have an herb corner in that garden bed, but I also want to utilize it a little bit better. I want to maybe plant more spinach, more greens in that bed as well. So something to think about for next season. And finally, my newest planted bed. I mean, look at that. You already can see the greens here. It is definitely slower to take off just because it's a little bit cooler in these months, but I'm pretty sure I can get some harvest out of this bed before the season ends. And that is it, you guys, for now. I am so excited that my seeds have sprouted. I'm excited that my peppers are still going. My peas are doing great. Some flowers are in my garden still thriving. I'm excited that this method right here is working out quite nicely. I'm hoping that the soil really will be nice and rich by the time it's time to springtime. And I just want to encourage you guys to give your gardening skills a go. Just garden a little, try it out, see how it is. If you give it your all, I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Even just a small flower, guys, it's going to bring you so much joy. And if you have any questions, any hesitations, please let me know. I love to encourage people to grow things, especially food, because that is right up my alley. I've been experimenting with canning, with fermenting, and so far so good. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But again, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Thank you for supporting me. My strawberry bed that I skipped is doing amazing. I need to definitely thin it maybe next year because this is way too dense. I thought that I would not have enough strawberries, but apparently they spread really fast and I need a net for this bed. So plenty of lessons to learn, plenty of growing to do personally and in the garden. So don't feel like you're starting and you're gonna be completely new. We're all new at this. No matter how much we've been doing this, we are all new. We're still learning. So don't hesitate. Don't feel like you are being left out because we're all in this kind of journey together and all of us are eager to help each other. So if you have any questions, let me know. And again, thank you so much for stopping by and giving me your support, your likes, your comments, your shares. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.